Okay, the first question is, what is Sea-Tether?
Sea-Tether is an integrated system that goes onto a boat that basically provides interactive communications with the boat at any given time that will cover sensors and functions built into the boat to monitor the boat. The sensors would include bilge activity, so it'll monitor the amount of water by the count of the bilge pump or the length of time the bilge pump is running. It'll monitor your voltage systems from the dock. So, for example, if your 110 fails, it would notify you immediately so you can be aware that any food in the freezer would go bad or any food in the refrigerator would go bad or your battery chargers would not be working. The 12-volt system would be monitoring and call your phone to tell you, for example, that you've lost 12 volt or your voltage is low. That would be an indication that maybe your charging system in the boat is not working or that you're having battery failure on the boat. This way, when the customer goes down to go use their boat, they can be assured that all the systems are up and operating and in the proper order.
So it's a series of monitoring and alerts.
Yes.
Okay.
And the alerts can be done through text messaging, through email, to one or multiple people that may be in care or management of the boat, be it your dockmaster, yourself, your captain, whoever you want to be on the notified list.
Okay, so I get an alert and I'm 30 miles away from the marina. With your camera systems, am I able to go in remotely?
Yes, you can log into the remote system to monitor not only activity in the cabin of the boat, but in many cases you can go in and look right into the bilge system, look down at your through hulls, and with our system you can actually go in and zoom in on through hulls and areas in the bilge that you've got the camera aimed at to see what kind of activity is happening in the bilge.
And what kind of devices can I use to see that? Does it work on Apple products?
The system works both on Apple products and iOS products and Android-based products, and can work off your phone, your tablet, your computer.
That's it.
Okay. and your Magic Box.
So I can get an alert in the middle of the night. It says there's an intruder on my boat. I can pick up my smartphone, and no matter whether it's Android or it's an Apple product, I can directly view the activity on the boat remotely.
Yes, you can not only go in and look at the activity currently on the boat, but you can back it up 5 minutes, 10 minutes through the archive function and go back and monitor exactly what has happened in the boat. This is done through our proximity sensor that is installed in the boat that measures any kind of activity through infrared.
So how many cameras are installed in the typical package?
Our base package has 4 cameras. It includes 2 engine room cameras, 1 cockpit camera, and 1 forward aiming night vision camera. The system itself can accommodate up to 16 cameras on the inputs.
Tell me about the night vision.
The night vision camera is a system that is our proprietary SID6 chip in it, which is operating rather than the FLIR technology or infrared technology. We're actually using super low lux techniques that we've developed and systems that we've developed that allows the camera to see with incredibly low light. The advantage to this system over, let's say, infrared or IR heat-related systems are that if something's floating in the water and it's been in the water long enough, it's going to be essentially the same temperature as the water would be. With the other systems, you have to have a temperature variance for it to pick up anything in the water. With low light, anything that can be seen will be picked up with a low light camera, which tends to be a little better when you're working with items that, like logs or items that have been floating in the water for a long period of time.
Have you seen, how good is the night vision?
We've tested the night vision system and found that it is incredibly accurate in pretty much all situations, and we've been able to pick up items as small floating balls in the water that have been in the water for days, where they were floating by the boat and you could see them on the camera and you couldn't see them by the naked eye.
Okay, and you're able to not only view these things in real time, but you're able to search and archive individual events and images that were captured.
Yes, the systems continue recording to a 250 gig hard drive, that may be changed, 500 gig hard drive, and it's continuing recording everything to separate fields so you can go back and look into any camera that you want to monitor any particular aspect of the boat's operations.
Okay, and I see here that you've got a support tab on the menu. What is that all about?
What's innovative about the support tab is that it is the only system out there where you can load on pre-existing data files PDF files on any of your equipment on the boat, be it your electronics, your water system, your toilet plumbing system, whatever you want to store into the system. CTether has the capability of storing multiple files so you can source them off your tablet that's included with the system, as opposed to going to find the hard copy. The advantage of this is if you have to go down and take the tablet and the bilge to look at the way the water pump works or to follow instructions, you basically have a very portable manual that you can use, and it also allows you to zoom in and zoom out on the pictures for ease of repair.
Okay, I'm not real handy, and even though I would have a manual, I might need somebody to help walk me through a repair on the boat. Do you guys have anything that'll work there?
We have, through our system, that's the only one like this, where you have the ability to have interactive access to a recipient on the other end, be it the manufacturer's warranty section, the engine builder, whoever it is. You can go through and basically communicate through the actual network and through the system, and be able to not only communicate with the factory, but with the camera built into the tablet, be able to show them exactly what you're talking about.